Alrighty, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle here, and today I'm going to be doing a pickups video because I'd say over the last week and a half, I've picked up a lot of video games and Blu-rays and even comics, and I thought that it would be a good time to show off this haul because there's quite a few things here that I picked up in the last little while. I'm quite happy with everything here. I did pick up a bunch of comics as well, but I'm only going to really show one of them off because I think it's really neat and stands out from the rest of them. So let's get on with that, and let's start it off with the actual comic that I picked up. This is the Marvel Masterworks compilation of I think it's the first 10 original X-Men comics, and this is just fantastic. I think from like 1962. So it's all the original artwork. This is kind of like some of the covers in the back. And it's just so cool to go back and kind of relive like the glory, not the glory days, but the beginning, you know, of the X-Men. It's like, I love the art style from back then. It's not my favorite, but it's so unique, and it really shows that this is from the 60s, you know? So I'm quite excited to have this and be able to read it. So that's the only comic that I really want to show off. Now let's get into the games. So I went over to Staples of all places. I don't know if you know what Staples, it's like a computer place. And every once in a while they have clearance stuff there. Now these aren't amazing prices, but considering I didn't have these games, I thought that it was a really good price. So I picked up two Vita, and I held myself back because I was like, they're not amazing sales, but in Canada you don't really get crazy sales, right? You don't really ever get games for $5. But I picked up brand new Wipeout for 15 bucks, which I thought was, you know, a decent price, and especially I've heard really good things about this, so I'm really excited to try this out on the Vita, and it gives me a reason to go back and play some games on the Vita. Another game I picked up for 20 bucks is Marvel Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I have the regular edition, not the Ultimate version, so, and considering it's on the Vita for 20 bucks, once again, you can't really go wrong. There's extra characters that I've never played with, and apparently it plays really well. It was one of the best games that was on the Vita apparently last year, so I'm looking forward to trying that out as well. Next up is, for 10 bucks, also there, I picked up Blue Dragon, brand new, still sealed. I've heard a few things about this. I kind of like the art style. It really reminds me of Dragon Quest and Dragon Ball Z. I think it might be from one of the creators, or the graphic artists from. Yeah, character designer Akira Toriyama. I didn't butcher that too bad. I've heard that name said before. So I really like the art style of this game. And it's an RPG, so eventually I'll get around to playing that. These are mostly games that I picked up just because I want them in my backlog to eventually get to. And I'd say that this is the biggest video game pickup that I have, and that is The Witcher 2 Assassins of Kings, the Enhanced Edition. I'm actually going to do a separate unboxing for this because look how thick that is. That's awesome. Just compared to Blue Dragon. Like, yeah, it's cool. And it was 20 bucks. This was 20 bucks. So I thought that was a steal for brand new, still sealed. But I'll do a separate unboxing for this specifically. So that's all the video games that I got. And now let's go with, let's save those stuff for last. The movies that I picked up. Future Shop was having like a trade and save, so you trade in a DVD and like an old DVD. I'm in the process of getting rid of all my DVDs and upgrading to Blu-rays, but I always keep them for the trade and save because you trade one of your old Blu-rays and you get one of your old DVDs and you get a new Blu-ray. You get $5 off a Blu-ray, and they all had to be basically illegible, but this is one of them. Flight, which is a phenomenal movie. This is probably Denzel Washington's best role that I've ever seen, and I've seen Training Day, and that's the one, I'm pretty sure that he won the Oscar for that one for Best Lead Actor, and he's good in that movie, but he's better in this. Granted, he was going against Daniel Day-Lewis this year for the Oscar, so obviously Daniel Day-Lewis, whenever he acts, he pretty much gets the Oscar. That's how it goes nowadays, but still, phenomenal acting part on Denzel, and the scene when like the plane is going down is one of the best scenes ever. Like when as soon as they're in the it's only at the beginning of the movie, and I'd say that you're only in the plane for about 20 minutes, and then the rest of the movie is about the investigation. And also John Goodman is amazing. He should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor for his role there. I'm on the list. Oh, he was just so good. He doesn't show up a lot, and you really want to see him more, but every time that he was on the screen, he just stole the show every time. So that's one of them. I think that was 15 when I did the trade-in. Another one, I think I got this for $5, maybe 10. I think 10. Basically Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2, both still sealed. Obviously everything still is here is sealed because I haven't opened them yet. I mainly got these because I'm excited for Iron Man 3. Loved Iron Man 1. That was one of, at the time, probably the best comic book movie for Marvel, definitely. Not for DC because, I mean, they had Batman, Batman Begins, Dark Knight. But in terms of Marvel movies, this is the best one by far at the time. Iron Man 2, just dropped the bar. It's okay, but it's so mediocre compared to the first one. The only really good things about this are Scarlett Johansson, which is a very big plus, and Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man. He is Tony Stark. There's nobody else that can play him. I doubt it. He's just, every time I see him, he is Iron Man. Iron Man was such a... I've never cared for Iron Man before until Tony... it was played by Robert Downey Jr., so really like that. Next, this one I think I got for actually like $5, which is the Breakfast Club, which I have never seen before, and I feel horrible for not having watched this before. So I was like, okay, for $5, I am definitely going to do that. And it's the 100th anniversary edition, so it's got some extra cool stuff. I don't know how I feel about these, because I don't know, I would kind of, like, I don't want... Is the case itself? Okay, so see, I kind of like this, but because it's with an extra case, I'm gonna keep it. But it's like, it's kind of like, then I'm gonna have, for example, some movies that are like Iron Man by themselves, and then other movies that are gonna be with the 100th collection, and then I'm gonna feel bad when I don't have a movie that was specifically in the 100th anniversary, but I don't have the slipcover. I don't know. I'm picky like that. I have OCD. Don't mind me. My last two things are probably my biggest Blu-ray steals that I picked up. Not steals, not at all steals, but I'm just very happy that I have them. The main one is Django Unchained on Steelbook. This is the Future Shop exclusive Steelbook. I would open it. Alright, I'll open it. Just because I love you all. An unboxing and a pickups video. Kyle, you're crazy. I know, and I'm going to be very careful with this because I love my Steelbooks. Because the back is so cool, but because this isn't the back, this is just like a sleeve that they put there. The front is okay, but the back is just amazing. Okay, so take that off. Oh, it's not the one I was thinking. It's still nice, but the American version, I think it's maybe the Best Buy one. This is kind of disappointing, but it's still nice. The other one is, I don't even have a picture of it. It's like Django, Christoph Waltz, and Leonardo DiCaprio, all three of them. Did I say Leonardo DiCaprio, Christoph Waltz, and Django, Jamie Foxx. But it's still, I'm happy with this, and it's the inside is nice too. Ooh, that's cool. So there's. Is that the DVD? I don't know. There might be an extra, I think that's the DVD, but some cool art in there too. Django. This is probably the best, other than The Dark Knight Rises, this would be my favorite movie of last year. It was so good, so damn good. And Leo is amazing in it. He stole the show for that one. He should have been nominated for Best Supporting Actor as well. It's just, so many things upset me. And last but not least is Game of Thrones on Blu-ray. I watched the first episode of this before I bought it, and I loved it, but for whatever reason, I wanted to wait until I had it all on Blu-ray so I could watch them all at once. I get like that every once in a while, and because it was part of the trade and save, I think I saved 15 bucks. Sometimes you save more with the trade and saves, instead, like you trade in one DVD, and I got $15 off of this, so I think it was 40 or 45. Which is still up there, but Game of Thrones they always seem to be very, very high. Sometimes they're more than 60 bucks, and I'm like, I'm not going to pay that much, but I can't wait to get into this. So there you have it. That's all my pickups. Let's get a shot of everything here. Once again, I mainly just want this so that I'm only doing this because I want the thumbnail to be on there. Yeah, I could probably edit my own thumbnails, but I'm lazy, and I've never looked into that. So there you go. That's all my pickups. If you picked up a bunch of stuff recently, let me know in the comments below, or video response. I want video responses. That's right, all of you, give me a video response. Somebody give me a video response. That would be awesome. Anyway, you've been bearded in, and live stream on Friday at 7 p.m. for my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. Also, this is a long video, isn't it? It is, it's 10 minutes. Okay, you've been bearded in. Beardage!